Thank you for viewing Lydia's Insights, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the what if factor. What if this would have happened? What if that were me? Okay, but before I get any further into that, I'm going to do my introduction. You know, Lydia style. Sprinkle, 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 sparkle, 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 a bunch of pizzazz and all that jazz. Woo, 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 woo. So, before I get into anything further, I would like to say that my son may be coming out. He's at a physical therapist appointment right now for his knee. So he might be coming out pretty soon. So, what if everything you ever text somebody, people, how about if it was to get subpoenaed? How about if what you've said to someone maybe 2-3 years ago had to be subpoenaed? How about if you were a psychiatrist? Well, I'm sure if you are, you still are a psychiatrist or a therapist or a psychologist, and let's say your notes on your client or clients in this case, how about if they got subpoenaed? So what I'm talking about is I have been watching, I know I don't have time for this, Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. Oh my goodness. So I'm watching it and I'm listening to it, and I think one of their, I don't know why they got themselves recorded. I don't understand what or how that happened, but so Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, they're, yelling at each other, and it's just so the things that she was saying, so hurtful. So, all of those things, they got subpoenaed. So the last one that I watched was with I believe she's a psychologist. I'm not quite sure. I do know that she has a PhD in clinical psychology and I think nutrition. So I'm thinking that she is a psychologist. Anyway, her notes had been subpoenaed, and they were just going over her notes, and so what do you mean when you said that? And oh my goodness, just wow. And so I'm listening to all of it, and yeah, I would definitely classify his marriage to Miss Heard, as he refers to her, as being a very toxic relationship. Yeah, but when I'm looking at it, I'm just I can see, just feeling her anger, feeling her they were talking about how for her childhood she couldn't handle the thought of abandonment, and so she just rather get in a fight just to keep him there. And so I'm just that in my head is wow, that's amazing how much things, and I've known this for some time now, how the things that in our childhood that we go through, how it affects our future relationships. And it just, to me, it just really showed that. And it talked about Johnny Depp's, his sister got up there to testify, and she got into some of their childhood, and anyway, I just felt it was kind of heartbreaking, because honestly, who wants their texts to be read in front of a court? He had I think this guy was from his security team, and this guy happened to be from Brooklyn, New York, obviously, and he had that accent that New Yorkers are known to have, so it was kind of funny to hear him. But yeah, I mean, and then things that how Johnny Depp referred to Amber Heard, they weren't nice, the words, but none of it justifies violence. So, but yeah, as heartbreaking. Anyway, now the psychologist, just thinking about that, is like, oh dang, they were asking her, well, where did you see the mark on her face, and how big would you say it was? And then she finally had to say, I don't feel like I'm the right person to ask. I think you need to ask someone else that's more qualified. I think I'm gonna try to put the link to that one, so that way you could just view it if you haven't viewed it, and I'm sure you could look it up yourself, so I may or may not, because if I can't figure it out, then I'm not. But anyway, I say anyway a lot. I think when I don't know what else to say, I say, well, anyway. Get on my own nerves. See, I wanted to say it again. Yes, so my reason, not that it was a good reason, I had stuff to do school-wise. I have a quiz that I have to do today. I have things to study before I take that quiz. I have literature stuff that I need to do. Read lots of different assignments for literature that's due tomorrow. My quiz is due today. But instead of doing that, instead of focusing on that, I was the whole weekend focusing on getting my paperwork turned in so that way I can work. And like he was telling me, the sooner I get all that taken care of, and my live scan, all of those things taken care of, the sooner I can work. So I was having the hardest time figuring out how to get those, and then my printer wasn't working, and then I figured it out, and then I couldn't get it to the printer, and then I had to put it to the USB, and I was having the hardest time. So finally figured it out, and I was just like so stressed, and I was just like, so yes, so the thing that I found to like kind of relax and just like forget about everything was the trial. And I'm listening to it, and I'm just like, wow. And then I just thought, you know what, if my words, because like I said, I was been very stressed, and so that means I'm very how can I say, very short. And so I said some things to my son that's actually here in physical therapy right now. I actually said words to him that I totally regret, and I wish that I had never said that. But if I was to be taken to court and they would say, Lydia, on this day and at this time, did you say those words to your son? I would have to say yes. And this just pains me because, well, first of all, words, they matter and they count. And, even the flippant words that we say, and to know that I can never take it back, nor can Amber Heard, nor could Johnny Depp. They can't take back their words. And I'm sure they wish they could. I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? He doesn't look happy to be there. She doesn't look happy to be there. But the point is that I can't go back. They can't go back. And so, man. And I just got done reading the Bible. Because right now, I just looked it up. There's a verse, I forgot already where it's at. I'll put it. It says that every word, every idle word we say, we will be accounted for. So man, when you think about that, does that mean the words that we didn't ask for forgiveness for? Because I totally regret saying that, and I have said to him, I'm sorry. And of course, I've asked God for forgiveness. Does that mean those words that we've said, are those the words that, that's going to be? I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to go to heaven and then God's going to say, do you remember those words that you told your son? Do you remember all those things that you've said to your kids? Do you remember all those things that you said to other people? I believe that when I ask forgiveness with all my heart, I really don't think that I'm going to get up there and he's going to say, Lydia, yeah. But I do believe that if you are a person trying to do your best to walk in the footsteps of Jesus, then you know that, oh, as soon as those words come out of your mouth, you shouldn't have said that. But you've already said it. So I just believe that that does help you to be more on top of it. And yes, when you get tired, you haven't had enough sleep, you're run down, all those things, they do affect you. And yes, you are shorter. And so what you need is sleep. So go to sleep if you can. If you can't, I think if you can just ask the Lord God to help you not to say as much. You know, there is those verses also that says, be quiet, the less you say. That's good. So I'll put that one down as well. Anyways, I'm gonna go, and may the Lord bless you. And make sure you look down in the description for those verses if you want to look into it. And all right, have a blessed day and take care. Bye.